दिन को अभी हमें प्रोग्राम शुरू करने
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for taking your time to be here with us. Today marks a very special milestone in our dad's life. And as we celebrate his retirement, I want to share just a few words about how phenomenal man he is. As his daughter, I couldn't be prouder. He has been my role model as long as I can remember. Ever since I was a child, I watched him closely. Whether it was the way he sat, resting his arms on the back of his head, folding his arms while sleeping, or his teeny tiny mannerisms. I admired him so much that I may have subconsciously mirrored those mannerisms over the years. I also remember how blindly obstinate I was as a child. Every commercial I laid my eyes on, I insisted on owning it for myself, whether it was a flashy watch or a fancy toy. Dad was always the one who would immediately surprise me with anything I demanded, without questioning me. Looking back now, I realize how deeply he cared, not through words, but through countless expression of kindness and generosity. What many people may not know is that no matter how much stress or hardship he was facing, he never allowed our family to carry that burden. He always put us first, before himself. Having watched him throughout my life, I truly believe I know him better than anyone else. I am not here to say he is a better dad than anyone else's, but to me, he has always been the best, and he always will be. No one can ever replace the guidance and strength he has provided me and my family. Dad, thank you for every sacrifice you've made, for every lesson you've taught us, and for being our constant love, encouragement, and support. Today we celebrate not just your retirement, but an inspiring career, your unwavering dedication, and the legacy you leave behind. We are so delighted of everything you've achieved. Congratulations on your retirement, Dad. May you embrace this chapter of your life with incredible strength, utmost happiness, and all the love you truly deserve. You hold dear to us more than words can ever express. Thank you, everyone. I do hope you all have a lovely time.
Dad, you're one of the hardest working people I know. You worked 2 or 3 jobs while in grad school and somehow still made time for all of us. You gave us opportunities that you never had, and you did it all without ever complaining. You taught all 3 of us how to drive. Although, judging by my lack of driving, you might want a refund. But you were patient enough to get us all through it. You made sure I got braces, even when money was tight. Looking back, I realized just how many sacrifices you made to give us everything we needed. Thank you for teaching us what hard work, dedication, and putting your family first really mean. We're so proud of everything that you have accomplished, and no one deserves this retirement more than you. Congratulations, Dad. Cheers.
we're here to celebrate someone who has officially run out of excuses to say, I'll rest when I retire. The day has finally come, and we all know he's not resting. When my dad first came to Canada, he would take on literally anything. Odd jobs, double shifts, weekends, holidays, whatever paid. The man collected jobs like people collected Canadian Tire money. If it put food on the table, he was in. And somehow through all that, he made sure we never sensed the struggle. Not once. We didn't always have everything, but everything we needed, he found a way to make it happen. Now to be fair, he did get a little lucky. None of us kids turned out to be athletic, like at all. So he kind of lucked out on he dodged a bullet on hockey gear, sports equipment, and gym membership. But it wasn't all luck. Even during the hard stretches, and there were hard stretches, he never stopped looking for a way to make things work. Whatever job he could find, whatever hours he could put in, he did quietly without complaint. And I'm sure some of you already know, but my dad was casted as an extra in a film. So somewhere out there, there's a movie where my dad's working harder, probably harder than the actual actors. That's dad in a nutshell. A hard worker, endlessly supportive, and somehow always finding a way, even when it wasn't easy. Dad, you've spent all your life making sure what we needed. Now it's your turn. Now it's your turn to relax and maybe help me with my house. Time for you to travel and relax for real. We're very proud of you and thanks for everything throughout the years and probably more. Cheers.
Welcome to Shivajia Dinner. There is only. I'm very proud of what they have been kids. Ekdam ram laga.
हाम्रो टिका दाइ टोपी लाउनु भएको त्यही भएर देखिएन है अदरवाइज टल्किन्थ्यो होला तपाईँको रिटायरमेन्ट लाइफ खुसी सुखी र सुखमय होस् भन्ने शुभकामनाका साथ भगवान प्रति म प्रार्थना गर्दछु Ladies and gentlemen, as we gather here tonight to celebrate Tika Dai's retirement, I would like you to join me in congratulating him and wishing him all the best of luck, good health, happiness, and peace in the next phase of his life, the best phase of our life. Please give him a big round of applause. His career expanded over 4 decades, 5 countries, and 3 continents. I'm privileged to witness the last 23 years of his impressive career. I had the opportunity to work with him in the Nepali Cultural Society of Manitoba, where he is the founding member and he is very passionate about. He has been a role model for me and a source of inspiration for the community that we live. He doesn't want me to tell you how many years he worked. Maybe he still likes to hide his age. I don't blame him. It actually motivates me. Tika Dai graduated with the honors degree in economics from the Punjab University in 1984. He underwent the Royal Civil Service Commission of Bhutan, which was a requirement for new graduates, and he was 5th out of the 54 students in his batch, which was very impressive. Nelson Mandela once said that life is like a book. Some chapters make you laugh, some make you think, and some change you forever. Don't close the book too soon, because the best chapter is yet to come. In 1984, he started his first job as a teacher at the prestigious National Institute of Education in Bhutan, popularly known as NIE. For an ambitious young man, he's still young, he decided to study further and went back to Punjab University to complete his master's degree in economics. I must mention that Tika Dai is a self-made man. He achieved a lot in life, and it didn't just happen. He lost his dad when he was 9 years old. For someone who lost his dad at that age, to achieve what he achieved and almost was almost impossible to think and unimaginable in those days. After completing his master's degree, he went back to the NIE again as a senior lecturer. Do you think getting a master's degree was enough? Knowing what we know of him, no, that was not enough. In 1987, he went to London. Is it to see the Queen? Maybe. He completed his PG certificate, and guess what? He went back to NIE. And he continued in NIE until 1995. He was so busy and so focused on his studies and work that he didn't have time for any fun. By the time he realized, he lost half the hair on his head, got married, and had 3 beautiful children. Well, that stability did not deter him from a better and bigger role as a senior lecturer at the Engchangpo High School in Bhutan. This is the institution where the royal family received their education. During this time, he authored 2 curriculum books that are taught in grade 9 and 10, and he also wrote a book on outdoor education. In 1987, he resigned and applied brakes to his 13-year-old teaching career in Bhutan and decided to explore options outside of Bhutan for a better future for his family. While preparing and exploring options to resettle in Canada, he briefly worked as a program officer for Save the Children US. Was a consultant for the United Nations International Children's Education Fund. He also received a Ford Foundation scholarship and went to the University of Philippines as a visiting research fellow. It seems like 100 years, but it's not. He worked really fast. I must tell that behind every successful man, there is a woman. Uttara Didi had a huge contribution and sacrifice, standing with him through good and bad times, supporting him and cheering him all through the way. To support a family, he had to take the time of the kids. Asika, Anamika, and Abiskar deserve a big round of applause for your contribution and your sacrifice to your dad's successful career. Now that he's retired, you can spend all the time with him together. Well, that he's now retired, just so you know, we have an opening for the chairman of the Manitoba Joint Drinking Association. Bisalji's term is coming to an end soon. So yeah, that's a good opportunity. Tika Dai, all the best that retirement can offer. God bless you. Thank you.
We have known our Tikari family for a very long time, almost 24 years and counting. Feels like yesterday that Tikaji arrived here in Winnipeg with his beautiful wife Uttara Bauju and their 3 beautiful children in the fall of 2002. It is hard to believe, looking at him, the handsome young man, but Aviskar, you were cute back then. Our families became close in a very short time. Looking back, I think one of the reasons may have been that Tikaji already looked like a wise man. You know the professorial look? With his bald head and glasses. And I was trying very hard to look like that. Finally, I'm very close to that, I think. And I think one of the guests here commented that if I am his brother, it's not easy to resettle in a foreign country, especially as a middle-aged father with a growing family. There were so many uncertainties and challenges, but Tikaji took on that challenge with a positive attitude. He worked hard, adapted, continued learning, and built a new life for himself and his family with tremendous energy and dedication. He earned a second master's degree and 2 postgraduate certificates while working full-time and raising a growing family. Just think about the amount of time, effort, and sacrifice that was required. It's amazing. Over his long and illustrious career, Tikaji has held many important positions in academia, government, research, consulting, and non-profit sectors. As a senior policy analyst, education and public service delivery, province of Manitoba. This is the position he's retiring from right now. Wow. That's quite something. He has always been an active and dedicated member of our community, someone who is ready to help, ready to volunteer. He was one of the founding members of NCSM and has contributed to the organization in many different capacities, including serving as its president. In 2010, he received Queen Elizabeth II Diamond Jubilee Medal for his community contributions. Then in 2015, his achievements as a new immigrant was recognized when he was named among the top 25 Canadian immigrants for the year. Those were proud moments, not just for Tikaji and his family, but for the entire community. Tikaji, after all these years of hard work, your regular job is finally coming to an end. So my friend, this is the time to say, goodbye tension, hello pension. I was also thinking of adding few more jokes about retirement. But then I read somewhere that one should never joke about retirement. Do you know why? Anyone, Medhavi?
Your turn will come.
Because it doesn't work anymore. Because on behalf of all of us, I want to congratulate you on this wonderful milestone. You have worked hard, you have served your family and community with dedication, and you have made a meaningful contribution wherever you have been. Now it is time to slow down a little. That will be hard for you, but you have to. It's time to slow down a little, enjoy your family, travel, pursue the things you love. So everyone, please raise your glasses. Cheers to Tikaji.
And, the award that Gracie mentioned in 2015, we have Jonathan Orr, who was my manager in Many to My Start. He's the one who nominated me for that. So I would like to thank Jonathan for thinking of that.
म केही भन्छु टिका दाइको धेरै थोरा सवाई कान्छु 65 त देखिँदैनौ यसो गाला हेर्दा दिदीले नि होस् गर्नु है दाइ डुल्न जाँदा उठ्दा बस्दा खुवाई पियाइमा अलिक विचार राख्नु मन राजाको इच्छा नहो थोत्रै लुगा फेर्नु दाइ सुखको खोजीमा दौडिरहन्छौ कहिले डलरमा खोज्छौ त कहिले इज्जत र सम्मानमा कहिले धर्ममा त कहिले जातमा सुख खोज्न कहाँ कहाँ कुदेनौ जुवा तासमा दिदीका कुरा कहिले सुनेनौ बेला बेला सत्सङ्गमा धाउँछौ निर्जीव मूर्तिलाई मिठाई पनि चढाउँछौ अनि हात जोडेर सुख माग्छौ तर आफूभित्र कहिले पसेनौ बोलाई तिमी आफूभित्र कहिले पसेनौ
मृगलाई मैले ताकेको होइन मायालाई ढाकेको रेशम तिरिरी उडेर चौकी डाँडामा बन्छ मनको रहरा कान्छीलाई घुमाउने काठमाडौँ सहर कान्छीलाई घुमाउने काठमाडौँ सहर मोहर महिना
privilege of working with Tika from 2011 to 2015. So there's Tika's kindness, the way he interacts with people, the way he cares about people. There's Tika's dedication, the way he shows up every day. He really just shows up the same way, just focused, ready to connect, ready to share his wisdom, share his strengths, share his knowledge. His laughter, I think we all heard it tonight. I think of Tika and the connections he's made. If you look around the room, he's brought us all together, and I'm sure there would be many more people if the room could fit more people. But I see your care, Tika, in your family, in your loved ones, in your community. You make us all better people. You make us all remember how connected we are. I got to work with Tika at Manitoba Start. He was our qualification recognition lead. He worked with newcomers from around the world, supporting them in their credential recognition, navigating their first steps in Canada. As you know, Tika won the RBC Top Newcomer Award in 2015, and this is just, we don't need proof. We know how amazing Tika is, but what a milestone to show to Canada of Tika's impact and dedication. Tika inspires, I'm sure not just me, but many of us. Our mind, our body, our spirit, our heart, all of it is important. And I think when I think, Tika, of the gift you give to so many of us is just the fullness of how you interacted with life and the beautiful balance you bring. So thank you for having me, having all of us to share in this special moment. To Tika. Thank you.
तपाईं आफ्नो मात्र टीका होइन, जन जनको निधारको टीका बन्नुहोला। कुभलो चिताउनेहरूको विरुद्धमा फलामको ढिक्का बन्नुहोला। जिउन नजाने जिन्दगी फिक्का नै हुन्छ, जिउन नजाने जिन्दगी फिक्का नै हुन्छ। तपाईं भने हामी सबैको दीपशिखा बन्नुहोला, तपाईं भने हामी सबैको दीपशिखा बन्नुहोला। कपाल नि कोर्ने, सिउँदो नि फोड्ने, रहर थियो बेसरी। कपाल नि कोर्ने, सिउँदो नि फोड्ने, रहर थियो बेसरी। यो तालु ठाउँमा नक्कली कपाल लगाउँछौ कसरी। फलफुल खान्छौ, दुध मात्र पिउँछौ, निदाउँछौ बेसरी। जाँड नि खान्नौ, चुरोट नि खान्नौ, रमाउँछौ कसरी। त्यो कालो कोट, सिरैमा टोपी, मर्किन्थ्यो बेसरी। यो बुढो अनुहार ऐनामा देख्दा तर्सिन्छौ जसरी।
खुसीको लहर छाएको छ हर्षले मन मेरो झुमेको छ पवन पानी रोकी रोकी मेरो साथ हिँडिरहेछ सागर पानी उडी उडी मेरो रात्रि गाइरहेछ कसलाई बाँडौँ आज म हाँसो कसलाई बाँडौँ आज म हाँसो अनरभरि उर्लिरहेछ आज सारा शरीरभरि खुसीको लहर छाएको छ हर्षले मन मेरो झुमेको छ हो
मिठो आर्से चामल पाली गाईको घिउले मिठो साथी भाइको पिकनिक खाने निउले 16 वर्षे उमेरैमा मै पनि झिल्के हुँदो अहिले पो ठुलो भएर 16 वर्षे उमेरैमा मै पनि झिल्के हुँदो अहिले पो ठुलो भएर माया पिरती थियो है झम्मै 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 परिएछ यो मन ढम्मै 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 लली गुराँस फुल्थे है डाँडा काँडा डाँडा डाँडा भइगयो मेरो माया टाढा 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 झोली राम्रो मखमली साडी हजुर भाइबर मै त भाइ हो रेलको ड्राइभर झोली राम्रो मखमली साडी हजुर भाइबर मै त भाइ हो रेलको ड्राइभर कान्छा मलाई सुनको तारा कसैदेऊ न त्यो तारा मात्र होइन जुन पनि खालिदेऊ न
अनि सकाएर अनि
सबैलाई नमस्कार अनि आजको साँझ यहाँ आएर सबैजनाले यति रमाइलो गरिदिनु भयो सबैलाई एकदम धेरै धन्यवाद Thank you for joining today to celebrate my long professional career in Bhutan. I think Tara already mentioned starting from 1984. I worked briefly about 6 months in India, Bhutan, India, and in Canada. So I would like to recognize Carmel, who actually just left. She is an ADM with the Labor and Immigration. She was the one who hired me to the government as immigration officer. So I'm really grateful to her, and I invited her, she came in. I also would like to acknowledge Maheshwar Bhai. He is the ADM in the Justice, for some of you who would know. Jonathan Bohr, who spoke earlier, I think he left as well. Pandit Kapleji, Ajay Pandey, he also just left. I think he's from the Hindu Society, like he's from the thing, and we work together in immigration. John Kingsley Rai, I don't know he's left or he's still here. And all our community members, including elders. My experience had been in a wide range of areas. Teacher education, curriculum development, international development, immigration, research, policy development, newcomer settlement. I'm still teaching at the university, so that's one thing I'm going to keep it, although it's just one day in a week. So my first instinct, which is the first time entering into the government, was in 2008. I worked as a policy analyst for 1 year, and in 2015 I became got the permanent role with the immigration. And in total, the current position I worked about 11 years, and previous 3 years. So in total, I worked about 14 years continuously. I immensely enjoyed my previous program officer role, policy and program officer role with immigration, and the current role that I'm retiring as a senior policy analyst. So as a newcomer, I struggle a lot. Some of my struggles, Mahesi and Tarabai already illustrated quite well. My first best skill of teaching and teacher training could not be applied, and hence I have learned to adapt quickly to build professional expertise by completing a second graduate degree and moving forward. So that's why I did the natural resource management. I did a master's in natural resource management as well. And actually, at that time, when you have a degree, Canadian degree, the employers start looking seriously. So I was halfway into my master's. I finished my coursework and I got a job, this research admin position at the university. I got a full-time job where I worked there for 3 years. Overall, I have always worked on 2 to 3 jobs, and sometimes taken up things that I had never imagined doing in my life. I'm not sure if some of you know, but I have done jobs like dropping newspapers, getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning and dropping newspapers for 2-3 hours, and coming back and sleeping for an hour, and then taking my kids to schools, and then getting to my daytime things, whatever I had to do. So I really struggled at that time. As the popular saying goes, this is one thing I can't forget. This is something, as the popular saying goes, behind every successful man, there is a woman. I'm deeply honored. I'm deeply indebted for the incredible support that I've received from Uttara, my wife, who has always been an amazing wife despite having to leave her alone for long times. Just to give you an example, I married in January, and I left for London for my 1-year teacher training in July. So after 4 or 5 months of marrying, I had to leave. And again, later, I went for research in the Philippines. At that time, all these 3 kids were born, they were very small. And I left her with those 3 kids. And all this while, she never said, don't go, but carried the responsibility of managing the house, her own career, and children, on top of her own demanding teaching career in Bhutan. And my children had been also equally understanding as well. I know some of them were very emotional earlier, and I thank you, Asika, Aviskar, and Anamika. You guys spoke very well earlier, and I was actually amazed with the way Asika summarized her points. I was not expecting that level of depth. She was very good. I wanted to mention to you. They were not very difficult kids, or they were not somebody who would have difficult time managing. So I really appreciate you guys as well, and including this evening. This was all organized by my kids. I didn't know. Aviskar sent me the program this morning, so I didn't even know what was the program. I would like to mention 2 people who have inspired me the most. There is the Dr. Pema Tinle, who is a Bhutanese, who became the Vice Chancellor of the first Royal University, and he and I worked together. He was my director at NIE that Tarabai mentioned earlier. And the other person is Professor Dr. Art Macbeth, who was a prof in Regina. He came and worked as a World Bank consultant with me in NIE. So These two guys were very inspiring for me professionally because they were very focused. I would also like to mention my two students are quite outstanding. One is the current king of Bhutan. I taught him economics at grade 11 and 12. And some of you might have heard the name. We have an election commissioner that was appointed in, I think, last year or earlier this year, Josh Watt. I would like to end by summarizing the saying that to be career professional, ideally you find what you would like to do, but my career journey had taught me to like what you found to do. Wish you all the best and continue to enjoy the evening further. Thank you. Happy retirement!